Hey everybody, welcome to May the Force Be With Who. This is going to be my review of Avengers Endgame. So, sorry for looking like Grimace and all this purple, but, I got decked out. I got my Thanos t-shirt on. I got my Infinity War hat on. Kiss the ring. Anyway, so Avengers Endgame. Now, debuted last night, and I would have done a review last night when I got back from the movie, but it was 3 hours and 2 minutes long, and I was just exhausted. And I just was like, I'm going to need to do this first thing in the morning. So if I'm a little punchy this morning and jumping around more than usual, I apologize. I saw some reviews. I stayed away from spoilers as much as I could before I went to see this movie. And this is going to be non-spoiler, so as non-spoilery as I can make it. And it was making it out like this is going to be the greatest movie ever. And not quite. It's damn good. But it wasn't the end-all be-all. I did have a few problems with it, but on the whole, it was awesome and it was worth the wait. The conclusion to this portion of the Marvel Grandmaster Plan, the Russo brothers, as usual, hit a home run. Let me get to the negatives first. My girlfriend is a huge Thor fan, and she didn't really care for how Thor was done in Ragnarok, whereas I personally loved it. She's more of the now how bow Thor, whereas, the whole, the kind of surfer dude Thor, I think, kind of works. But there's a recurring gag with Thor in this movie. And after about the first time you see it, you're like, oh, okay. But it does get a little beat over the head. And it's one of those gags that's like, okay, we get it. Enough, move on. Where they went with Hulk in this movie too. Now I know over the last couple of movies, Ultron and Thor Ragnarok, and then Infinity War, they've been kind of telling this mini Hulk story. Mini Hulk story, and we see where it pays off in Endgame, and it was kind of okay. That's what we're doing. Positives of the movie, which there are a lot. There's a lot of callbacks to other MCU movies, of course, especially 2012's original Avenger movie, Thor: The Lost World, believe it or not, the first Guardians movie, and there's some stuff, little Easter eggs from like Winter Soldier, and certain characters popping up doing cameos that is kind of like, oh shit, it's that person. And the whole story of, trying to figure out where basically our core Avengers go, because that's who we were left with. The original six with the addition of War Machine and Hawkeye / Ronin. Or no, Ronin is an original Avenger, but he was Hawkeye. Nebula and Rocket. And Nebula, Karen Gillan from Doctor Who, Amy Pond. She probably had her best go in all the times she's played Nebula yet. Rocket was way less of a douchebag than he normally is, which I kind of enjoyed Rocket more in this movie than I have in any of the Guardians movies. And Jeremy Renner, bless his heart, finally has something to do, and he's kind of the you really kind of feel for his character, not giving any spoilers, but so yeah. And we do get a little pre-credit thing to where it's showing what happened to Hawkeye during the snap. So, you figure it out. Like I said, there's a lot of deep cuts, especially for people that are fans of the MCU or Marvel Comics. Hail Hydra. You'll know what it is when you see it. I don't want to get big into spoilers, but we're going to lose 2 of them. 2 ain't coming back. They dead. And I'm not talking snap dead. I'm talking die in this movie. They gone. And you could hear the sobbing and boo-hooing and crying in the theater when it happened. I personally didn't get emotional in this movie, but I was just was pretty much my reaction to a lot of it, because some of that shit was awesome. And Chris Evans as Captain America, and Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, the kind of 2 main leads throughout this whole thing. And, well, first of all, Robert Downey Jr. is a national treasure. And as usual, his turn as Iron Man is awesome. And Chris Evans, where they end up going with the Captain America character, that harkens all the way back to the first Avenger. They're just the cornerstones of the Marvel Universe, everybody. And Happy Meal toys. It was a good movie. The first hour kind of drags, though. But I understand why it was slow, because we had to kind of set the world with, half of everybody gone from the snap. This is where everybody's at, and letting you know this is where we're going here from, here we go. But it picks up, and there are, the last hour is just, it's exhausting, because there's just so much going on, and there's so many just, you want to stand up and cheer moments that it's kind of like, yeah, okay. I want to also mention that Paul Rudd as Ant-Man probably has the best performance out of the 3 we've had of him so far, with Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Civil War. So, and he's actually very crucial. And no, it's not the Ant-Man flying up Thanos' ass theory that's been running around on YouTube and everything. But, ew. But, yeah, Ant-Man, Nebula, and Hawkeye really kind of are where the emotional part of this film is at, along with Captain America and Iron Man. Now, another kind of, it's not a huge negative, but Thanos, the big bad, we do not get enough of Thanos in this movie. Of course, I guess, Infinity War was kind of Thanos' movie anyway. So, but the threat is still there. He's kind of like, he's always, it's in the background. We know Thanos is coming, but we just don't get a whole lot of, the big purple, ball sack face, grimace. I'm running out of shit. It's early in the morning, and I'm babbling. But anyway, Avengers Endgame, I'm going to give it 8.5. I don't know whether or not I like it more than Infinity War. I've tried to watch Infinity War like 4 times this week to get ready, and I keep falling asleep or other shit happens. And if you're going to try to watch Infinity War and Endgame down the road when they're both available on digital or whatever, that's going to be a damn task, because one of them's almost 3 hours and the other one is over 3 hours. So, pick a rainy day. But I plan on seeing this movie at least 2 or 3 more times. I do recommend it. I had a great time. You'll have a great time. You'll laugh. You'll cheer. You'll cry. You'll enjoy it. So, Avengers Endgame, I'm going to give it 8.5. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, League of Fools, tomorrow night, The Dugout, Hendersonville, 9 o'clock. Come out and see us. All right, until next time, keep on keeping on, and may the Force be with who?